All right, welcome everyone to the week 5 of XPL's Fortnite League. This week we have the Gold Marvels team facing off against the Falls Church Dragons. The Marvels team is currently 3-0 for the season. Unfortunately, last week our opponents had a killer snowstorm, aka in Wisconsin we just call that a normal little flurry, but they got a few inches of snow, had to cancel on us. So we will be doing that rematch next week against Loudoun. But this week we have Falls Church with us today. The Marvels team is 3-0, while the Falls Church team is 1-3. So we will see if the Falls Church team can maybe switch some stuff up and see if they can get a good strategy going against our powerful Marvel team. And so they just got into the lobby, and we're just waiting for the last remaining players to get set up here. We just had a couple of technical difficulties on the Falls Church side, but I believe they have resolved those at the moment, and we shall be getting going very shortly here. This week we have already gone through all of the player spotlights, but we will still have the interviews at the end of the game. But for now, we will be right back after this short break. All right, we are finally here. Once again, apologize for the delay. Had a different error apparently this time, but we are all in the game now. They're all in the lobby starting in 30 seconds here. Looks like we have Quux, Foxy, Yaya, Shmoney, and Swim participating in this first round here. Looks like they're doing a little bit of a scouting report here at the moment. And we'll be starting very shortly here, getting on with the first round. Madison has been doing very well here for the gold team. The Madison Marvels have won 3 out of 3 of their games so far, and they were going to try their hardest to make that a 4th here to become, to stay undefeated. So here we go, starting off right away, everyone racing down to the center point over by the tropical looking area here. Looks like Yaya Shmoney already finds that gold shotgun. Madison has used that to great effect lately, and I believe will continue to do so as well. Ends up getting a assault rifle as well. We have Swim down on the bottom right there, has the assault rifle already and a pistol. Everyone here doing it pretty good on the loadout so far. Looks like Quux found a purple shotgun and got a blue assault rifle with some shields as well, and some grenades, which will be very useful for when they end up fighting in the structure phase of the game and the team fight phase. Swim also finding some good materials here, getting the med kits, always useful for the team in order to get to really get those long-term team fights in their favor. When they're far apart and just picking off shots at each other, is very important to have some healing, and so that they can sustain through those through that small amount of damage that might be put through to them. So far, it's not looking like too much is going on here. They're moving towards the center of the map. A little bit of a riskier play. We've seen in the past that the center area is very low in the ground compared to other locations, and so getting the high ground advantage is pretty difficult on when moving towards the center here with this giant tree. But we will see how they do this time. Now, so far, there's been no contact with the other team. Looks like Foxy might have seen someone, however. I think the Madison team might have found their target here. Let's move over to Foxy. Full view here, see how he's doing. Gets a one shot off. Doesn't appear to connect, though. See if he can get another one off here. I believe that the other team, the Dragons, also are aware that they are being shot at as well. And like I said, the Dragons have the high ground at the moment, so Foxy does have that long-range sniper, which will come in extremely handy in this first engagement here, to be able to pump some damage in them before they get into the full fight. And it looks like take another shot, another miss. Quite difficult to hit targets from that far away, as they are just so... It takes quite a while for the bullet to actually travel there. And I think we saw very briefly there on Fox's screen that the enemy actually did have a sniper. You can see the barrel peeking out from the side of that structure. And so if both teams do have long-range weapons, it's going to be a tough battle for both sides to see who can get the most shots off while keeping themselves protected. And it looks like the Dragons might be taking the side route here. Foxy, another shot going in, but missing. Just getting those shots down range, though, is imperative to just make sure that the other team respects your positioning and isn't able to flank you or anything like that. It looks like the FC Dragons are moving up here. Madison is choosing to take the defensive approach. Neither team has really hit anyone else. Foxy building out his structure a little bit more here. Trying to get that very tip of his head there, but I don't know if that's going to work out for him. Trying to get that shot in, misses once again. Moving over to the assault rifle, much more reliable way of getting that damage in. Move over to Swim at the moment. I believe he got shot a couple of times there, but is using his potions to revive. We'll move over to Quux. He seems to be moving up a little bit more here. Got shot a few times on a little bit low health, but his teammates give him the necessary shield potions that he'll need in order to stay in this fight healthy. And so most of the team moving out here, going over to Yaya Shmoney. He got a couple of shots in there beforehand, but then gets shot himself. Ooh, and he gets knocked down. He should be trying to get to cover here so his teammates can revive him. And it looks like that will be the case. A good job by Quux for healing him there, but they are now in the storm just barely, and so they need to get out and into the center here. It looks like they do that with relative ease. Moving over to the split player view again, just to get a little bit of a better overview. It looks like Foxy's in an engagement. Goes down, though. A little bit of surprise there, it looks like. It was not expecting them to be that close. Looks like Quux did actually eliminate one as well and shakes him down. Foxy does get eliminated, and they actually get that victory there. We definitely missed something there, as Madison pulls out on top for that first round, and with that they have a 1-0 lead against the FC Dragons. So now we will just take a very, very quick break just to switch up players and the rosters, and then we will be right back. Alrighty, and we are back here with the second match. Madison leads 1-2-0 against the FC Dragons. Looks like Quux does find the purple shotgun right away once again. We have Dazzle in place of Swim for this round here.
I got an AR and mini surviving. I'm so heavy vibing.
And not too much happening to begin with here. Quux looks like he might have seen someone drop down over on the far side.
I think they're up there.
Seems like that is the favored spot for the FC Dragons, while Madison has gone to the same spot twice in a row now too. There is benefits and downsides to going to the same spot. For one, you do know the location very well and are able to get the loot way faster if you know the location. But on the other hand, going to the same spot every time leaves you open to ambushes and other strategies that the enemy team could implement, such as a flank or a surprise attack. When they weren't expecting it. And we saw this happen a few times to a couple of the other Madison teams. The Silver Marbles and also the Gold Magic had a couple of the similar problems as well.
We're all just right by us. Let's just pop the tug right here on Mark.
Looks like they're all coming together. They might be using a splash potion here to get more shield. Looks like that is exactly what they will be doing. Good job sharing the resources. So everyone is topped up to full health at the moment. Quux throws the shield potion up on top and catches it.
I was playing games. But you guys are in the middle. You only get the stomach from the third. Think it's already looking at me. Oh, max
Looks like
metal.
Madison is just kind of taking their
solid
time
on
at the
those, man.
moment. Not really doing a whole lot
I think we
in
put
terms of
mid
trying
and
to
then
find
look
them,
where
but
they
that is
are.
perfectly fine. As they have all the time in the world, the decision is up to them on when they want to move. Which looks like might be the moment here. Looks like Foxy is leading the charge, maybe getting a few more resources, and I actually saw someone there, and he sees them too. One shot off, but misses. A couple get shot himself, but not for too much damage, and he will live. And that was a close shot right there. But I don't believe that one connected either. While Foxy is on one side, Quux is also sort of on a flanking position as well. Over on this side, just trying to get a good position on him. It looks like he has got one shot, taking down the shield slowly but surely.
On the wood base.
A few more shots down.
I guess
Knocks him off from the top of his thing, but does get a huge hit on him, and his shields are going away. He's being fired at. They are trying to knock down his structure, but by him building it over and over again, he's able to keep himself alive right there. Moving out to the split screen, see what everyone else is doing here. Looks like Foxy still getting those sniper shots down, while the rest are doing a little bit of a flank here. It looks like from Dazzle.
Hey, yo, they're fighting.
Break out height.
It looks like Madison's doing a good job of knocking down their structures so that they're not able to get any high ground advantage on them. This is a very intense battle here. It looks like Quux does knock one down. They get trapped in the box. I'm sure that the enemy thought that he was the one who was trapped inside, but it was not. And so Quux is now trying to race after the next player. He's boxed himself in, but since it is Quux building, he can just edit through it and go straight through. There is a trap right there, which they do have to be careful of, but Foxy does go down. Dazzle is also very low, but Yaya Shmoney does get a knockdown as well. And so now I believe there is only 2 left on the enemy team. So it is a 2v2 battle, but Dazzle will revive Foxy here. It looks like, while the rest of the team goes and searches for this last couple of people. It might honestly only be one. We might have missed the last one. It looks like the storm is coming in, so they're going to have to get out of this structure here. Most of it is into the storm. And it looks like Yaya Shmoney might have found him. Nope, that's just his teammate up there.
180 HP.
So while Madison is becoming more and more healthy,
it's 3 of us. See? Y'all just need to drop and then play together.
The enemy team is still trying to hide. Looks like Foxy might have found someone, or goes down to his death. Unfortunately falls. Move over to Yaya Shmoney. He gets knocked down. So it looks like Dazzle might be the only one left here. So move to his perspective. He's healing back up. So I believe this is a one-on-one battle at the moment. Some of the Madison team is still alive though, so they could be revived by Dazzle if he was able to do so.
He had 400 build. Yeah, get his mats.
Looks like Dazzle might attempt to revive one of his teammates to get an advantage again, but it's not in time. He's going to have to do this one by himself.
Pick up the minis.
Oh, and he gets into engagement right here. He does get trapped by the enemy. Oh, but does edit his way out. He had one wall still. He creates the window for him there and does get the bad end of the stick on that one, I believe, and is quite low. is trying to
Just try to
do
pop
some
one, at least.
healing here, but the enemy team is just
Nice.
unrelenting at the moment.
Yeah.
He's going to have to pull out other stuff. Does get shot one more time and does go down there. And unfortunately, the Madison team gets defeated. I believe that they had an advantage for a little bit, but then the coordination just was not there at the end, and they do go down. And with that, the score is tied up with 1-1. And with that, we'll be back with after this very short break.
That was a really good try, though.
I'm the coach for XP League, and I'm looking forward to having an impact on these kids' lives. I've been playing video games competitively since 9th grade. I'm now 21 years old, and I've never really got to be a part of a team.
Today, you guys are here for tryouts. Now, you might be feeling nervous, but don't worry. Everybody makes a team. Tryouts is not about kicking you out if you're not good at the game. The only thing this is about measuring where you are at right now, so we can focus on how we can help you improve throughout the season.
Esports promotes cognition in the sense that there's multiple ways to win a game. There's not one set way that you can win a match. The meta in Overwatch varies. It depends on the game. The games change all the time, and every game is different. It has its own special, unique characteristics.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Keep your hands straight. Keep your hands straight.
For our practices, we aren't focused necessarily on who we're playing against, just how we can adapt our strategy towards the game. What we teach the kids when we're coaching is that there's another human being on the other side of that computer, and to treat everyone with respect.
I have my ultimate.
Perfect. Keep going. Keep going.
All right, and we are back here
Yeah, they're not coming. They're
with the
going out.
next round.
They're going the same spot as they usually do.
And once again, they are just starting out, just getting some extra materials at the moment.
I already got a shotgun.
No need to rush.
All I need is a shotgun and I'm fine.
I got chug splashes, so we don't need pop eggs or anything.
Okay.
And I actually had one mixed up here. Actually, it is swim instead of Yayash money for this round here. So it looked like Madison does go to the same spot as last time. They had some success for the first time, and I believe they could have won that second match. So in their eyes, it appears that they just want to go to the same spot and use the same strategy as last time. It looked like almost everyone has chug jugs at the moment. A lot of shields available, a lot of splash shields that are available for them here. So that will come in handy once they get into this team fight. But at the moment, they do need to heal up, which it looks like they're going to, using some of the splash, and then topping off with some of the mushrooms as well, it looks like. And Madison got a very quick head start there for the item collection phase here. It looks like everyone already has blue or better for their guns. And so it might be an advantage to try to rush them pretty soon here and try to take the advantage, get this advantage and use it to its full potential. Alright, looks like Foxy and the rest of the team are going to go to the snow area. You can see from Quex's mini-map that the circle will be circling around there. And it looks like actually Foxy gets into an engagement right away and builds up Not sure where those shots came from, I don't think. Oh, but he gets shot again. And he is a little bit alone. It looks like they might be coming from that icy area over there. Foxy trying to get back up onto the ledge here to get back with his team. Another shot comes in. Another shot, that time it connects. Takes off half of his shields at the moment. Looks like they do have what looks like probably some sniper rifles doing those long range shots. And Foxy moving back with the rest of his team. Moving over to Dazzle. Looks like he is still getting some more materials as well. Swim, however, looks like he's in an engagement. Let's move over to his perspective. And so Swim building up. You can see them on his screen over in the corner over there.
Good, one just shot close, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, just shot close.
Launch over to him, and so Swim is in a 1-to-1 engagement, but the rest of his team comes to support him.
That was a bad push by him, to be honest.
And he is definitely down.
We need to look
Gets
for the rest.
shakedown, gets all of his materials right there. And that is a good start for Madison. So now it is a 3v4. It looks like we'll move over to Quux. He's getting a few shots in on the enemy team. He got a couple of shots in there. I don't know if we got that on the stream fast enough, but he did take out the shields of one of them, and now Madison is going to use that to their advantage and push forward here. And so Quux going in, gets one knockdown, a fantastic job, and then eliminates them from there. Moving over to the quad view here, maybe a little bit easier to tell what's going on. Dazzle building over here, helping his team while the rest of them use the shots. And you can see that Madison is doing a good job here of allocating jobs and making sure that everyone has their own place in the team. So for example, right there, Dazzle was building those structures, making sure the team was healthy and trapping in the enemy, while the rest of them just unleashed all of that lead. And in the end, it ended up with a Madison victory. So Madison up 2-1 against the FC Raptors, FC Dragons. They just need one more win to secure this round before we move on to the silver team facing off against Falls Church other Dragon team. So we'll be right back after this very short break. All right, and we are back with the fourth game here. Once again, score is 2-1 in favor of the Madison Marvels here. Marvels going to go for the same area. Looks like Yaya Shmoney ended up with a trap that time. We haven't seen too much of the traps being used in this league so far. They're pretty finicky to use and not a reliable source of damage, so most players forego them, but we'll see if he chooses to use them. They don't take up a equipment slot, so there is no harm in taking them. And that is exactly what Yaya Shmoney did. You can go see that Swim does have a gold shotgun as well as a purple assault rifle, a very good start for him. Got Same story for Dazzle as well, and then Foxy. A little bit less impressive loot, but he is well on his way to getting all of that as well. He pings the grenades, doesn't want to use them for himself, as you can only hold 6 at a time, so it's better to have one person with all of the grenades, and it looks like he does not want to be that one person. Looks like Madison is moving up to the high ground now, as opposed to what they're used to doing, which is moving towards that center point. They're choosing a different approach this time. I think I like it a little bit better here, giving them a better vantage point just of the map in general, and also for when the fight comes, they'll be able to more easily build higher than the enemy team, which is always an advantage.
XP5, there's a bunch of mushrooms for...
Another feature of this area over here is that there's that guise that you may have seen on Swim's screen for just a second there, which allows them to rapidly reposition themselves or rush them super fast. So having one of those very close by is always a good option. And once again, you can see that on Swim's screen, that that geyser, which it looks like he might actually be taking at the moment to get over to the other side. I think he wants the team to move over a little bit here, reposition towards the center again. There's no one here yet that he can see.
Okay.
Does pick up a better shotgun, Swim does.
They're coming right behind you.
Rest of the team looks like they are just collecting some stuff. They're a little bit spaced out at the moment, so they are betting that the other team is not very close at the moment. They might have seen them while they were dropping in.
Oh, they're right here. They're right here. They're right here. There's one coming
But
down
at
the
this
hill.
point, they could be anywhere. And Swim does get that golden shotgun, the Dragon's Breath, which actually harms the enemy even after they get hit. It ends up burning them for a little bit of damage as well. Very powerful shotgun indeed, especially in the hands of someone like Swim.
Oh, yeah.
Moving over to the individual views, it looks like Foxy does see the opposition at the moment, so we'll take his perspective to start off with here. He does get a few really good shots. You saw he got some white shots in there. Moving over to Swim, he's about to get some good shots as well. Gets one down, gets the shield poked a little bit, and now Madison really should try to... Oh, and it looks like Swim does knock someone down. A fantastic first strike from Madison here. And so now it looks like they're going to try to press their advantage and not let them heal. And Swim right up in his face. Gets another knockdown. That Dragon's Breath, so powerful. Getting a lot of damage in there. And looks like he's going for the next one. Trying to find them in this mess of stuff here. He takes another one down and takes a third one down. I think Swim right there with the clutch takes down all 4 of the opposition here. Now they just need to clean up the knockdown bodies, and there you have it. The Madison Marvels take that 3rd victory for the match today. And so now Madison still undefeated in the Gold Division for XP League, 4-0. A fantastic job by the team here. And from here, we will be right back with a short interview with one of the players to see their perspective from the game. All right, welcome back, everyone. I have here with me Dazzle for the interview. So first question for you, Dazzle, is how you thought the team did. Any comments on that? Anything we could do better, worse?
Okay, so I thought our team played really well. We were communicating really well, told each other what weapons we had, what heals. We used our heals correctly, so we didn't waste any. And we played as a team most of the time and won our fights.
Yeah, I see you guys were really coordinated. As soon as you got one person down or one person low health, you guys all rushed them all at the same time, overwhelmed them most of the time there. So that was super good. Any particular plays that were your favorite from this week?
Towards the end, in like the second game, we were playing really well as a team, and that's probably one of my favorite plays. Is we just took them out one by one and just worked as a team.
Yeah, there's some good stuff. And so for everyone at home, that'll be the end of the Fortnite Gold team playing. But now the Marvels, the Silver Marvels, will be playing the FC Dragons again. So Marvels and Marvels, and then Dragons versus Dragons. So stay tuned for that in just a minute. But for now, we'll be right back after a short break. welcome back. We are finally ready for the Fortnite Silver team to go, and wow, we literally just got into the game and one already goes down. Taco Time eliminates one player already, and so Madison's off to a good start already, getting one elimination. It looks like they dropped like basically on top of each other, and so they're going to be really up in their face. Madison, especially the Fortnite, or especially the Silver team, has been extremely aggressive in some of their runs here, which for better or worse has definitely made these games go by very, very fast, and definitely a high-paced energy here. But it looks like the FC Dragon team member that just was eliminated might have been like super far away from his teammates, because the rest of their team is not to be found. It looks like everyone here is generally doing pretty standard stuff. No one is getting into any extreme engagements anymore. Looks like most people are filling up their health pool. Anonymous Rob might actually see someone in the background. Takes it, and they do actually see someone here, and so you can see Anonymous Rob coming down from the top. They don't even know what hit them, and he knocks down another one of the dragons there. A great play by Rob, Anonymous Rob, right there, as he uses the jetpack to move up above them and glide in, and he's going to get another one here actually, and another elimination for Anonymous Rob. Can he take out the last one here? So far has been a one-man army in the back line while the rest of his team distract them, and I think they ended up finding the last person here. You can see they all turned around very quickly here. And moving over to J-Maker, looks like he's going to be doing the initial rush with a pistol of all things. Gets one shot, a headshot for 56 damage to his shields. A great job right there. And now they're going to follow him as he took the geyser and tries to run away from Madison, but Madison is not having any of that, and they chase him down to the end. And right there, the Madison Marvels get their first victory for today. And so now the round is 1-0. Madison is in the lead. As we go into game 2 here, we'll be back after this short break.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dad, all right, push up with me, push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, Battle Mercy.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Boopsiva!
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. Nice. Go. Group in now. Push in. We don't have to. Good game.
Yeah, everything's like the same. All right, we are back, and they just touched down, boots to the ground right away here, and they will be getting going on very shortly here. It appears that the Dragons may have rectified their mistake from last time and are not going to drop on top of the Madison team here, but it looks like Madison already did find the other team here. Taco Time was aiming down sights a little bit over there. It looks like he found a little bit of a secret area as well for Taco Time. Gets one of those legendary chests, which is guaranteed to have some really good loot in it. And picks up that med kit. Looks like the rest of his team is moving ahead. They probably don't want to leave him behind too much, though, as I think they're about to get into a big engagement here. But you can see Anonymous Rob and May Money leading the charge over here with J-Maker. He spots someone using the jump pads here. Anonymous Rob is in the fray with May Money as well to back him up. Goes in and gets one knockdown on an enemy here. And eliminates him as well so that he can't be revived. And it looks like May Money actually did the exact same thing on the other side there. Two-man army at the moment. And it looks like they are moving on to the next position over here. J-Maker might be a little bit stuck. But it's looking like the Madison one. Anonymous Rob does go down, but the rest of his team will be here to help him out, but he does get eliminated. May Money, Taco Time, and J-Maker are all rushing the point here now, as the Dragons only have one or two people. I believe only one person left. And so now it is just a matter of hide and seek for the Madison team to try to find this last player and eliminate them. Looks like they are building quite a maze for themselves here as they try to find this last person. Or maybe their plan is to let them come to them, as they are inside the circle, and so the enemy team is forced to just come to them eventually here. Oh, but it looks like they do find someone. Shots fired downrange. Don't believe anyone was hit. J-Maker, however, is really going for it. Moving to his perspective. But it looks like they ended up moving to the other side once again, leaving J-Maker a little bit far away from the rest of his team. Moving over to Anonymous Rob instead, who is quite a bit closer, right on top of the other player right now.
How did I not hit any of my shots? Controller, aim assist?
Moving back over to Taco Time. He's down a little bit on the low ground instead. And he does get the knockdown right there. Taco Time with the last elimination for the second victory for Madison right there. So a good job by all involved. The two-man army, May Money and Anonymous Rob, initiating that fight and allowing the rest of their team to really capitalize on that fight at the end there. And so with the second round done, Madison is up 2-0 against the Dragons, and we will be right back after a quick player swap. All right, and it looks like they are starting up here again. Looks like Madison, a little bit of a glitch happened where they ended up being eliminated right at the beginning. Hold on a second. We might end up remaking this one fight here in just a second. All right, after conferring with the players, they still want to go with the rest of the game here. It looks like they are confident in their abilities that even with the initial knockdown, they still believe that they can win. And so, Taco Time, Anonymous Rob moving up forward here. May Money doesn't appear like they got in time. And so, we have a 3v4, but Madison still wants to play without a remake. So, here we go, I suppose. And so, moving over to Taco Time, they're right on top of the enemy team here. And so, looking like Taco Time and Anonymous Rob will get that one elimination there. And moving over to... Actually, I take that back. That was actually J-Maker and Taco Time. Anonymous Rob, will move over to his perspective right now, is doing a little bit of farther away from the rest of the team over here. And Anonymous Rob does use the parachute. It looks like, oh, and we saw from the sky there, from Anonymous Rob's perspective, that Taco Time did eliminate the next person right there.
That was me, that I was fighting my dude.
So, looks like Madison going one by one, trying to eliminate these players.
Center.
They're all super spread apart, but
No, he's
using
not in
the
center. Just come
geysers,
and meet
they're
up in
able to
center.
really
Meet up in center.
go together and make a good team still and stay together. And so it looks like they might have found the last person here, and they do, and get the victory. And so a little bit of a strange start to that match, but Madison still comes out on top, even with the fourth player from theirs being eliminated right at the start. And so Madison 3-0 against the Dragons here. So with that, Madison increases their lead in the division, and moving up some of the ranks, looks like the Silver team will now have a record of 4-1 loss. 4-game winning streak from this team is a fantastic start to this, or fantastic first half of the season, in fact. So with the end of that match, they will most likely go on and do a interview with one of them real quickly here, and we'll be right back with that. Welcome back. I have J-Maker here with me for the after-game interview. So, let me hear it from you. What happened in that last game there?
So, the game glitched because we had to switch teams last second and it glitched. So, one of them hit the tree, which got him knocked, but then he fell, which fully killed him.
Oh, okay.
I was the other one that got knocked, but I didn't hit the tree, so I only got knocked.
Yeah, and so why did you guys, what was your decision making in choosing to continue on with that game? I mean, it turned out really well, but I mean, you probably could have.
We felt like if we could just believe in ourselves, we could win.
That's, yeah, no, for sure. And you guys did. You guys won it even with the 3v4. What was your favorite play of the game from this week?
I would say my favorite play of the game was when May Money pushed. Even though he kind of pushed by himself, he still killed them all.
Yeah, it was him, and I think Anonymous Rob went with him as well.
Yeah.
During that time, if I'm remembering the time that you're thinking of correctly. But yeah, you guys all did fantastic today. Now you guys are 4-1 now, isn't that correct?
Yep.
And so this is your 4-game winning streak, trying to continue that on for the rest of the season, I would hope. And we will see you guys next week for your next match as well. So thanks for the interview today. Everyone at home, just an update, we will be having the Magic play right after this at 5 p.m. Against the Carry Panda Warriors, I believe it is. We'll have to, or maybe the Wolverines is the one that we're playing against. Yep, and so we'll be right back with that game very shortly here.